I can honestly say I have not had a headache since my neck surgery. Not, some people think you got to be exaggerating. No, I have not had one headache since my neck surgery. Look at me, I'm all excited because it's true. Back about 25 years ago, when I was much younger and did a lot of exercising, I worked out regularly on a regular basis with a private trainer, and but I injured myself doing an exercise that's called a deadlift, and that's when you have a barbell on the floor, considerable amount of weight on both sides of the barbell, and you lift it up in two movements. And when I was right in the process of doing the second movement, somebody came into the gym and said, "Hey," and my name, and all I did was turn my head to look at them when I shouldn't have, but the moment I turned my head, I felt a pop and a excruciating pain all the way up my back. I dropped the weight, was taken to the emergency room, and was told within a matter of weeks I had to go see an orthopedic surgeon, and he told me that I had smashed a disc at L5 in my lower back. About 20 years ago, I was in a car accident. Some drunk teenagers T-boned the car that I was in, and I ended up with what the doctors called then whiplash in my neck area. And I wasn't paying close enough attention, but it also affected the injury I already had in my lower back. With my neck injury, I would get headaches, not just a headache, like the person says, "Oh, I have a headache." No, I mean up my neck, literally pain up throughout my neck, up into my head, to where I would just picture like a volcano, and it would be like if it erupted, there would be some release. It'd be like, wow, if my head could just blow open, it would probably feel better. All the pain, it just like radiated right here, right here, right here. I would throw up because of the pain in my head. And then there were days, if my head wasn't hurting like that, then all across my shoulders, and sometimes as far back into my shoulders would hurt, across here and in the back of my shoulders. So it'd be like if I had relief one day, oh, my head isn't about to explode, then it would be my shoulders and my upper back would be like pounding, 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 pounding. So it was either one or the other. And I'd have pain, down from my lower back tailbone, shooting down my leg. I mean, just, like somebody just ripping through your leg with pain, down into my feet, across my right hip, down, all the way down to my foot. And then I just reached a point, though, that it was more than obvious. My life, physically, my life came to a standstill. I would get on the phone and tell my friends, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm 70 years old." I knew I had to have surgery in both areas, my neck and my lower back. And then it was like, just get them both done as soon as you can. I wasn't going to have the neck done in 1 year and the lower back done the next year. It was like, nope, just get them both done. If you can find a surgeon that's, capable and willing, you get the first surgery done. And if you're doing good after the first surgery, find somebody who'll just do the second surgery immediately. So when I spoke to Dr. Duke, and it became apparent to him that I was, had injury in both areas, he said we do the neck first, and then we'll do the lower back. Initially, when I heard about the Duke Spine Institute, I was told, and I had heard about the laser surgery, and probably like anybody else that had been living in the pain that I had been living in, the thought of having the pain removed that quickly was what I was looking into. You mean there's somebody who can go in there with a laser, repair the discs if possible, and within 3 days I'm back to back to living my life? That's what I called to look into. Unfortunately, my insurance wouldn't cover the laser surgery, but Dr. Duke, quickly kept me at ease and, explained to me what the fusion surgery was about, and that he could get me results you know, as high as 80% pain relief. You know, never once did he promise me total pain relief. That was never spoke of, you know. But he did say, you know, that the fusions, there have been people have had as high as 80% pain relief. And by that point in time, it was like, God, he could have said 25%, and I probably would have said, please, let's have the surgery, because I was, again, the pain, my life had come to a total standstill. I was, you know, just making it through a day. Walking from my living room to my bedroom was excruciating. You know, I wasn't doing things with my friends anymore. I wasn't going out. Slowly but surely, I wasn't, you know, even going out and going for something as simple as going out and going for a walk. He showed me on the x-rays exactly what discs there were a problem in. He pointed out to me that I had curvature in my spine that no other doctor had ever pointed out. That I had some scoliosis in there that he would do, you know, he would straighten that out. And I, you know, I just felt totally secure, confident that, you know, this is the person who knows what he's talking about, and this is the person who's going to go in there and do absolutely everything he can possibly do to help my, you know, to help my spine be healthier. I had been put on a medication by a doctor that I had seen before him, that I went to see about the pain down my arm and my numbness in my fingers. And the medication that I was put on literally made me loopy. And they told me to keep taking it. My system had to get used to it. And I was like, no, my system's never going to get used to this. This is not right. So Dr. Duke told me, you know, I don't even know why they would put you on that. So I stopped taking it. And then another thing that helped build confidence in him was, as I was going, and the pain medication that I was on, I ended up in his office and I just ended up crying and said, you know, I'm taking pain medication and I'm still in pain. And, you know, why doesn't somebody listen to me? Because I'm still in pain. Yeah, I'm taking pain pills, but I'm still in pain. And he looked at me and he said to me, we're going to set you for surgery. I was like, wow, you know, this surgeon cares. He's going to set me for surgery. And I was like, oh, I was like, that was a blessing right there. And I went into surgery with not a fear. He was almost like the first surgeon who listened to me. He was like the first doctor who was actually listening to me. All the rest were talking at me and giving me prescriptions, but they weren't paying attention. No, they weren't actually listening. They were talking at me, handing me prescription pills, and, you know, telling me, you know, go home. Oh, do you need a refill? Like, no, I don't need to refill my medicine. I don't need a refill of these pills. I need somebody to actually, you know, look at what's going on with me and tell me what can be done to fix it, you know? And that's the route he took. There's just a lot of different things that he, you know, did that built the confidence. I don't mean to get upset, but that meant a lot because I went into it with a lot of fear. I was afraid of having surgery. And, but, you know, he just, not a man of very many words, but just says the right words. You know, like, number one, you matter. The pain you experience matters. We're going to find out what's causing your pain, and we're going to do everything we can to take care of it. My back was, the surgery was just about 7 weeks ago. Within the first 10 days, I had no pain across my right hip or down my right leg. That was already gone. That was the first thing I noticed was, oh, I'm not feeling that searing pain across my hip or down my leg. As the weeks have passed, I haven't had pain, any of all the pain that would go up my back from my lower back into the center of my back, that's gone. In my neck area, I could probably say 100% in my neck, but I don't know how else to say it because I have not had a headache. I have not had any pain in my head, any pain in my neck, any pain in my shoulders. I haven't had any of that since my neck fusion surgery. And I had that 5 months ago, almost 6 months ago. I woke up and realized I didn't feel as if I needed a pain pill. There wasn't any pain in my head, my neck, my shoulders, anything. And I thought, so I didn't take a pain pill. And it wasn't until probably about 4 hours into the morning that I felt like, well, I'm gonna take a pain pill. That took that first day, and then from that day forward, I didn't have to take any pain pills. I think with as much fear as I had of surgery, with the results that I've had, I feel foolish that I ever feared it. Because it's like for so many years I dealt with pain because I had fear of surgery. Before the neck fusion surgery, along with the pain, I was experiencing vertigo. At any point in time, like you would naturally look to your left or your right, when I did that, I would experience vertigo. There would be dizziness, and it would be like, ooh, what just happened? That's totally gone. I haven't experienced it whatsoever. I can look completely to the left. I can look completely to the right. No vertigo, no dizziness, no pain whatsoever. I tell my family and friends I've been given an entirely new neck. I'm out of pain that I've had for over 20 years. And it's just, it's gone. I don't know how else to put it. It's gone. My thoughts concerning Dr. Duke Majan and the surgery that he's done, both surgeries for me. I started right after my neck surgery at any opportunity, and it's, again, surprising how many opportunities you have when somebody sees, what is left. I have very little scar left, but you have the opportunity to tell people about your surgeon. I literally took cards from his office, and I have handed cards to people and have said, no, seriously, if you even think this is the kind of pain you're in, call Duke Spine Institute.